All right, a guy I know is going to get a lot of eyeballs this year is going to be Joe Milton, Bazooka Joe, for the Tennessee Volunteers. So decided to break down a few plays from his performance against Virginia. And there's a lot to like, there's no question. A couple things we got to clean up, but I do think there are some things that he does extremely well. Now, this is one of them. This is a 4th and 5 play, and Tennessee decides to go for it. Now, what you're going to get here is what I saw a lot of college football week 1. You get hard slants. Outside receiver out here, you can't see. So hard inside, and then I'm going to read what happens. And they're going to match up. Virginia's going to match up. And we'll take a look at the end zone view here in a little bit. But Virginia's going to match up with those routes. This guy right here doesn't really do anything. He's looking back at Joe Milton, and he's just staring at him the whole time. He's just kind of staring. He's kind of falling and fading back and not really doing anything at that point. And so Milton just keeps his eyes there to freeze them. And that's all he does. But then he delivers this ball. Now it's 4th and 5, and I know what you're thinking. Wait a second, 4th and 5, he's throwing it 2 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. Well, there's a couple of things, and you'll see it a little bit better on the end zone view. He knows there's one guy to make a tackle on his guy. That's the same guy we just pointed out. That guy right there, out in space, with a head start, and he's got to come up and make a tackle one-on-one. Milton's playing percentages there, and I kind of like that because inside there really isn't anything. So, hey, give your guy some time to build up some speed, and then throw a ball that leads him upfield. Don't throw this on the back shoulder. Don't make him spin or stop to catch it. Throw it where he can catch, tuck, and run all in one fell swoop. He's got now leverage because the ball is put in the perfect spot, and now he's able to just run through that weak tackle and get in the end zone. I like this from Joe. Yes, it is a little dicey, but you're putting your running back, a fast running back, at that one-on-one against the safety, and away you go. Let's take a look at the end zone view. Now, decent look here from the end zone view, and you can see what Joe's looking at. Look to the left here. So good protection up front. I like that. Running back flaring out on the swing route, and then you're going to see this receiver come into play. Now, what that did was it moved that safety inside probably 2-3 yards, which gave the running back time to get out there. And you can see the emphasis put here. These two players for Virginia are going to clamp on him on the inside, and you'll see this right here. So that's moving the corner out, the inside safety out, and the linebacker, and all you've got is this one guy right here on the hash. And all Milton's going to do is just swing it. And you can see that running back is already 4 yards outside the numbers. He's inside the numbers. Give him the ball in a good spot, and then get him up the field for a touchdown. Good start. Good start. Let's look at more from Joe Milton. What was it that the Black Crows said back in the late 90s, early 2000s? Shake your moneymaker? Well, this is the moneymaker for Joe Milton. The deep ball. Bazooka Joe. Yeah, I like that nickname, actually. I don't know if they gave it to him or if I'm giving it to him. I think they do because he's got a bazooka ham cannon off his right shoulder, and he shows it off right here. This is just a two-man route, max protection. So Milton's got all day, and what you're going to see from Tennessee is what you've always seen. Switch, scissors route, and you're going to get deep Ramel Keaton outside going up the field. Boom, and we're just going to throw this thing. My God, look at him throw this thing that far. What I like is Keaton doesn't have to slow down for this one. I mean, it hits him right in the – oh, okay. But give him time, max protect, and launch. That's from the 15, right? 15, and that ball is at the 25. So 35 plus 25 is 60 yards in the air. On a dime, Keaton just can't hang on. But my goodness, the arm strength. It's what we came to see. Shake your moneymaker, Joe Milton, man, because this is a ham cannon, baby. Wow. Just got to hang on to it next time. And Keaton did a little later in the game. Obviously, Joe Milton's got one of the strongest arms, if not the strongest arm, in college football. But he can run, and he does it intelligently here. You're going to see Virginia on this play, 2nd and 3, and you're going to see how Virginia matches up. And it looks like it's a cover one lurk, meaning you're going to play man-to-man with a free safety in the middle, And then this safety right here kind of lurking, kind of spying, robbing in the middle. At least that's what it looks like, because as you see these routes develop, you see the linebacker going to match on the tight end in motion, safety going to match here, corner going to match here, and he's already in man coverage. So, and then this linebacker here, you'll see in a second, he ends up being key because he's going to match on that running back. So it looks like it's cover one lurk. So he knows it's man to man. He knows it's man. Okay? So they're matching up. So as Milton drops back to throw and he's got his eyes on the safety, what he sees is that safety going in the middle of the field. So he's thinking middle of the field closed, seeing man across the board. Okay, maybe there's an opportunity. Now, what interests me here is this safety starts up and then he gets out of dodge, which I think is kind of odd, but okay, whatever. But what Milton does, he keeps his eyes downfield, but this is the key right here. Watch this linebacker and that running back. He sees that running back dart out. The linebacker's going with him, and what does Milton do? He takes off. So quarterback knows it's man coverage. He's confirmed right there in front of him with the linebacker going with the running back. And now it's 2nd and 3. So just go pick up the first down. And with everybody's back to him, for the most part, because it's man coverage, go take off and get what you can get. Now, slide, not bad. Slide could use a little work, but that's okay. I like when quarterbacks see man coverage, know they can pick up significant yardage, as Joe does here, and give themselves another set of downs. Like seeing Joe run. Love seeing the slide. Love the fact that that's a big part of his game. Now, one of the things that comes with playing the position is you need time. You need time for the game to slow down. And when you get that time and you get that experience, then you can do things probably a little smoother and you're not going to get locked in on receivers as much. This is, if there's one thing that I know young quarterbacks do a lot, it's get locked on their receiver. Now, this ends up being a completion for Joe, so let me be clear. It's completion from the right hash over to the left sideline, which is kind of amazing. But we're going to talk about Joe's eyes here. So Joe's going to take the snap, and he immediately looks after play action, looks right. See how he looks right? He's looking right. But watch how he quickly gets his eyes back to the other side. See how that head turns? So he gets eyes there and then over there. Now, one of the things, let's watch this in full motion here for a second. Watch these two receivers down at the bottom. Virginia knows, or he's got to know, he ain't throwing those guys. Look, they're jogging. Look at that. They're jogging. They're jogging. So he ain't throwing there. Now, he could have got his eyes to that side quickly, bang, but then get your eyes to the middle of the field. Instead, he gets locked on that outside receiver. Look how long he is locked on that outside receiver. He's there the whole time. Shuffle, throw. Now, because he's got an absolute ham cannon, he can make that throw. But his eyes, I know he's getting this over here, but these guys are jogging. Virginia's got to know, hey, they're not throwing the ball there. That ball's got to be going to the other side. Now he gets locked in. So one of the things it feels like Joe will do is he will give a cursory glance knowing, hey, this is what you have to do. Get that cursory glance to the other side, then get your guys back over here. Well, that's all well and good, but now you got to go. Now that ball's got to be out. The ball's got to be out right now. As soon as you get your head back over, okay, fine. But once you're locked in at this level, at the next level, this guy is going to be a way better player and break on that ball and know where Joe's going with the football. So as soon as your eyes come back there, gone. Ball's got to be gone. Receiver's already at the top of his stem, okay? Ball should be out. I know he's working back down the stem, but as soon as your eyes get back over to the other side, let it go. Now, a little bit quicker, a little bit faster, and Joe's going to become an even more polished quarterback from the pocket and even throwing on the run. Let's take a look at that next. We're going to finish with this one here for Joe. I think this was early second half. You can tell right here it's 2nd and 1. Good opportunity to go deep. You're out 10 personnel, 1 running back, 0 tight ends. That might be a tight end right there. But either way, 11 personnel. You got them spread out 2 by 2. So, all right, maybe take a shot, maybe not. Let's see what we got here. Joe's going to take the snap and drop, a little play action fake. And he's going to keep his eyes on this right side. He gets locked on that side. Okay? But he's going to feel this pressure right here. And that's what I like. His eyes stay downfield, feels this pressure. Now he's going to slide up. Keep the ball in 2 hands. Look at that. Ball in 2 hands. Keep it protected. Slide up. Now start to move out. You throw this on the run, that's pretty good. I mean, this is salty. Now, it's not, he's got a guy chasing him, but throwing on the move or just off platform, good feet, good shoulders, eyes at the target, everything aiming at the target hits him right in the numbers. This is pretty. This is really good stuff. Moving and throwing off platform, good stuff there from Joe Milton. Getting up in the pocket, out to his right. Now, obviously, that's his throwing arm side, but that's good. And then find a guy open, and then laser beam. That's pretty good stuff from Joe Milton. You can see a lot of good things about Joe. Obviously, there's some eye mechanics, a little bit quicker on some of his reads, but I think that'll come in time. Really excited about what he can do. Can run it a little bit when you need him to. Can throw on the run as he showed here. Now, the competition's going to get much stiffer in the SEC, but this is a nice outing to start the season for Bazooka Joe Milton.